What is up? It's your girl Marquita Vion, the host of the Pink Link Podcast, and I am coming to you because we're back with another season. I wanted to record this video at home, however, we're gonna get into it because I have a family emergency, but at the same time, I have to stick to what I said I was gonna do at the same time. Like, we have to still stick to the goals. So we're gonna be talking about Restore, and I've been saying Restore 2024. And so with that, I decided to go first, and just sharing my journey and why I am emphasizing on this Restore for 2024. This video right here is like a transparency and heartfelt video, because if you read the thumbnail, I almost quit the channel, and it was me. I almost told myself to quit the channel. Doubt. I wouldn't really say inconsistency, because it's been things that I've been planning to do, like the fashion show. So I was planning that out for 100 episodes, but a lot of things that went into that, a lot of things that I've been doing, investing in this channel and things like that, that at one point I felt like, is it for me to keep moving on with the channel? And it ain't about gas, because it's always people hit me up to come on the show, and I can get gas, but it's just like monetarily investing. You're doing so many things, and that's why I say Restore 2024, because your girl got to restore finances, restore credit, just a lot of things that I've been just doing, investing, not just with the podcast, but just personally in my life, to where it's feel like, I did this to put myself in this position. I feel like now it's like, it seemed like it's going the opposite direction, if I had to be transparent. And that's why I want to come out here and discuss this with you all, because no matter what it looks like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's trying to tell you to quit, no matter what's trying to tell you to give up on what God has purpose for you, you have to keep going in spite of. It may seem like you're going backwards, it may seem like nothing is happening, but something is always happening, long as you're focused on where you're going. You can't focus on just reality. Yes, reality may seem so far from the destination in which you're trying to aim to get to, but that's where you continue to restore your faith, continue to restore your why. Why did you start this? Why are you doing whatever it is that you are doing? And so throughout, I would say I started this journey of podcasting and YouTube, and I'm still aiming to reach my subscribers to where I can monetize my podcast and on the platform of YouTube. So I pray that this video go viral and reach people to where I am able to monetize my podcast, my platform, and they help with the restoring of everything that I'm doing financially, as well as just building the platform to where I would like it to be, like restoring the faith that I had when I still had a faith. So, but just continue to restore my faith and continue to keep hope alive, and knowing that what I'm doing is not in vain. But however, knowing that everything that's supposed to happen happens in its timing. So even though I may feel like I've been pressing this journey for years of inspiring, uplifting, and motivating others, before I was doing the Revolving Door, which started in 2019, and then the Pink Link, which started in 2020, up until now. So, and to not have the subscribers that I need, but I say that because though I don't have the subscribers, like, my faith in this journey is beyond that. For me, and that's why I'm doing this video. So if you out there and you like, I don't have the customers, I don't have no one investing in me, I don't have no one believing in what you're doing, but I would count all the wins. Like, the fashion show was a success. I had 100 episodes, and I would say I've had over 40 to 50 guests, probably 100 guests if you count everyone at the fashion show. So I'm excited about all the milestones have hit on this journey. However, I'm talking about the podcast specifically right now, and I'm gonna get into some more stuff, because that's what we got to talk about, the podcast and my journey and my thoughts surrounding in that thumbnail. Why I said that, because I was about to tell me to quit. It was me. Like she said, it was me, Jody. I stole my car. It was me. It was me trying to get in my head about, you know, why is you doing this? But every time, you all, reason why I keep doing it, because just praying, pray without ceasing. And each time I'm like, if it's for me to do, Lord, I need confirmation. And more than one person will hit me up about the podcast. Hey, Marquita, you doing good? Hey, Marquita, the podcast. Marquita, can I be on the And I'm like, oh, Lord. So it's like, you know, I'm seeing those as confirmation, even though it seemed like it's been stagnant. Like, I cannot say that's not my confirmation. Like, that's why I have to keep going where you know, it's where I'm at now, or where I'm at in a space, or if I'm doing a show or whatever. Like, it's bigger than me, and I know why I do it. Like I was telling one of the angels, I call them angels because they call me, encouraging me about the podcast. And yes, this is not the setting of the pink, nothing pink here, but hey, we know what it is. It's the pink link. And I don't have all the fancy stuff. You know, I bought the fancy stuff and didn't know how to work the fancy stuff. So y'all continue to bear with me on this journey. But they was just saying, like, you got to keep going. And that's what I always hear from different people each time I start to try to tell me to, you know, is it worth it? Why are you doing this? And just trying to make sure I'm staying intact, in tune with my why. Not discouraging me, but just, you know, having that contemplating conversation, like, you know. But like I said, it's just in my heart. Like, no matter if it's a pink link or not, I'm going to be on here encouraging, uplifting, and inspiring. But it's the powerful, innovative, next level conversations with AK. So that's where the pink link come in there. And I link with others to have them, or I link with you all. And we just had that, you know, that vibe right here. Y'all, we linking. You know, it can be a link many ways. But that was like, just keep going. And I'm like, wow, that was like the second person in one day. Then the next day someone else hit me up about it, and I'm just like, how can you not move forward and keep doing something when you continue to get these confirmations every time? You wonder, should you just keep doing it? Because it's a new year, you know, and it's like, okay, what are my goals this year? What am I gonna do, you know, for the podcast, which I am. Your girl is having the pink gala. We're gonna put that out there, and I am looking to raise $100,000. I was gonna say 50,000, but you know, they say you gotta aim for the stars, and you know, whatever happens, whatever we hit, that's what we gonna get. But the goal is 100K, because not only for the gala, but for just to be able to revamp, get a space for the podcast, and you know, all those things, and have that space as a multi-purpose space. You know, if others want to be able to come there as well, so that way I can get a ROI. So it's just like setting the goals and what I want to do, and that's bringing on more sponsorships and collaborating with more people for the podcast, and just steady doing it, just steady grinding. When I set out to do this, mentally I gave myself 10 plus years, like forever. Because the thing is, nothing just happened overnight. And if you keep doing something and being consistent enough, no matter what, I'm going to get good at something and doing this. You know, something is going to come from this. It's the tenacity. It's the perseverance. It's the resilience, you know. It's the strength. Even when, you know, hell may be breaking loose and things like that. But I'm steady showing up, you know, because this is due to my heart. And it's about more than me. It's about sharing other journeys, sharing my journey, so that someone else out there who may be struggling in what area of their life, or feel like what is their purpose, or feel like they lack purpose, knowing that they have a purpose and it's something in them that's been there, that's always there, that they can just tap into and start doing that thing, you know, from where they are, and continue to elevate as God just rain down on them, you know, with favor. And so I know he has favored me, and no matter where my podcast look like it's at today, it's not gonna stay there. I'm gonna continue to say that it's not gonna stay there. And one day you gonna pull this video up and be like, dang, she said that, and I'll be like, yes, I did. I'm glad and I'm grateful, and I give all glory to God. And so yes, I'm just so grateful that we in 2024, and I'm excited about what's to come for this channel. Just continue to elevate, continue to have more guests coming on. I was supposed to have a vegan podcast today, but we have to reschedule that, and I supposed to have some more guests coming on, lined up and things like that I've been in talks with. So it's just, you know, being able to get the schedules aligned with my schedule. What else I'm gonna talk y'all to y'all about before it's the restore. Oh, I'm doing a season restore 2024. I don't know how many seasons and things I'm gonna do, but I do know I wanted this to be like a 6-week segment, and you know, just talk about restore, like restoration. Like I was saying, restoring my finances, restoring things that, you know, last year was a year, you know, but it was a blessed year in spite of, because God kept me, and I was able to see how much growth I had from where I was to where I'm at. And so though I was faced with some things that I was, you know, not prepared to face, or unexpected or things I couldn't even figure out like how and why, you know, I'm doing everything that I can, and it's still like it's going left or it's not happening at all. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. But I'm like, he's doing these things for a reason. Just like I'm saying with these numbers and this podcast, everything is for its reason and its timing and its season. So you cannot get discouraged or be distracted when things not going as you would have thought, and get bitter or down and out and depressed, because that's what the enemy wants. So you have to continue to do things to restore you, even when it seems like life is beating you down, knocking you out. If you go look at some of the other videos, I've maybe recorded like 2 just in referencing some stuff, like for instance, like just trying to build a business. I want to be specific so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I knew that I didn't want a car note, and I say I'm blessed with my vehicle that I have. However, I had paid cash for a car, then I ended up switching jobs, and then for a year without a job, because I left a place of employment, and I had this kind of insurance and just trusting God, but then I also feel like I'm bringing on, you know, like things that I didn't expect, because I'm like, I tried to get a car, but the car was a limit, and now I'm faced with all this stuff, just different things. But I'm like, I can't look at it as a burden. It's a blessing, because I actually needed the vehicle, you know. And I knew what I was experiencing, what I was going through just to get that vehicle, because of the car stuff situation that was happening in the world. So it's been a trip, but I'm like, I can't look at it, nothing is in vain. I can't look at it, nothing is working against me. Everything is still working for me. Even though, you know, I've been put in positions to have to make certain moves that I didn't think I wanted to make, because I knew I wanted to be able to invest more, use those funds that I would have to pay for a car and insurance towards business and investing. But that went left when I bought the limit, and then now I gotta still be, y'all, I'm telling you. But I have to still look at it as it's a blessing, because God is not gonna put more on me than I can bear, you know. And you know, just one of the type of situations, or just continue to apply, and then you at a place that seems like it's just out of my character and integrity, and God, where are you? You know. And then with the podcast, when I was doing the fashion show, y'all, I was excited, but it took a lot for me to actually get that together and pull it off, and just being resilient. And that showed me so much too, because literally I could have quit that, but it's like, it's easier to quit. But then, is it easy to quit? Because if you quit and you don't do it, it's that thing like, what would've, coulda, shoulda, been you know. And I'm like that person. I don't like the woulda, shoulda, couldas. So even in that, I learned so much. I gained so much in everything, and that turned out to be phenomenal. The fashion show was awesome. Y'all go look at the episode and check out those walk participants and go support them, y'all. So that's another thing. Like, if you go look at everything that I just mentioned and that was happening last year, and against all the odds and everything that was trying to come up against me, God still makes ways. He still made a way. He still provides. He still gave me strength. He still gave me peace. Like, baby, I sleep good at night, because guess what? Shalom. The peace be unto me. Peace be with me. The peace of God is over me. And that's what all matters. When you're going through hell and high water, as they say, when you have the peace of God, that's how you know God is working your situation, no matter what you're up against, no matter what you're facing. And so with everything that has happened, just, whoo, baby, But God, I hate to sound like I'm preaching, but I mean, this is where the Restore 2024 comes in at, because this is a year to, okay, those things have happened, but the old things are passed away, and he makes all things new. He gonna get rid of that old wine. He's bringing in that new wine. So it's time to restore 2024. Everything the devil thought he was stealing, baby, God is replacing. So get ready, because this is a year of restoration. We gonna get back everything that the enemy was trying to steal. This is a season for that. So I hope you are ready, and you just, you know, what area of your life you need to restore. What do you need to restore? Is it your finances? Is it your peace? Is it a friendship? Relationships? What is it that needs to be restored in your life that the enemy has tried to take over the last year, over the last few years? We're going to let that go. We're going to let go and let God. It's time to restore. It's time to get back what was meant for us. It's time to renew. It's time to be re-strengthened. And keep our faith. Continue to restore our faith. Continue to keep a good attitude, because everything that was coming against me, I made sure to just keep a good attitude and get up each morning and restore my faith. Restore what I know God is able to do in my life. And knowing that everything that is happening and it's already written. That gives you peace. It's already written. Nothing is happening that he hadn't even already written. The story, he is Alpha and Omega. So that gives you peace when it's time for you to restore whatever it is that you know that is yours, because he is a God that does not lie. And I know the dreams he's given me. I know what he's placed on my heart, my mind. He knows my intentions. He knows what, and if it doesn't grow, he knows why. That's his will. He knows what he's saving me from. He's keeping me. If I don't get this, then he must be saving me from something. If I don't get that relationship, or that relationship isn't meant, or that relationship break off, sometimes he's keeping you from stuff that you don't even see that could be of harm to you. So we look at certain things, and that's another thing of restoring. Knowing and trusting God. Restoring your trust in God's will and purpose for your life. You thinking, oh, because, oh, this relationship, or you want this, and this person, or this job, or this thing. Sometimes God is not giving us certain things because he has something better, or he is keeping us from something that we don't even imagine that we'll be going through if we got that relationship, or we went that direction. So that's another thing of restoring, is restoring your trust and being able to surrender. Maybe you've been trying to hold on to things too tight or too long, or you're trying to grasp stuff that ain't even yours. And that's why I can have peace with steady rocking with the Pink Link podcast, because, hey, wherever it's at, that's where it's meant to be in this season. You have to be confident and know that what is meant in this time and what happened. And if it ain't, then guess what? There's a reason for that. But also in knowing that, are you putting forth effort? Are you being consistent? And if you doing those things and it ain't happening, because I feel like I've been consistent and I've been doing my best, but I can say I haven't given it all, because some people post every day, 3 or 4 times a day, you know. So you can look at it either way, but still what's meant for you is going to happen when it's meant for you, because some people post nothing at all and they go viral with one video. So it's just a give and take, but you have to just be consistent and clarity in knowing that what's for you when it's meant, it's going to be. What's meant to happen will happen. And having that trust and making sure you continue to restore your faith, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. And that's another thing. Just I've been doing more fasting. I started off eating more raw this year, maybe like 10 days I did. I wouldn't say it was totally raw vegan, but it definitely was amazing for me, my body, and I love it. And that's something I want to incorporate lifestyle. Not, I said year long, but you know, just a lifestyle, more raw foods in my diet. What else I wanted to discuss you all about this restore? My hair, this is a wig, but just taking care of my hair better. I have I told y'all probably before, if you go watch some old videos, that I do have some bald areas. I don't want to claim nothing, because I'm still claiming that my hair will be restored in the areas that it will be restored in. And so that restoring my relationship with my children, which we have a good relationship, but hey, you just still want to continue to speak restoration and newness, and as they get older and things like that, with my family, my brothers, you know, my dad, my granny, and sibling. Well, that's my brothers. Well, I have a sister too. You know, cousins and stuff, that our relationship with throughout my family continue to be restored, because there's some relationships in the family that's not like they should be. So I pray that those relationships are restored, you know. And if it's just a cordial, you know, restoration, that's good, because sometimes you just like oil and water, it just don't mix. And you don't make them mix if they don't mix, but it can be a cordial restoration in love. What else, y'all? But if you're restoring something, whether it's a relationship or whatever it is in your life, drop it in the comments below. And also manifestations, you know, I'm manifesting. I am manifesting in the Lord's will, whatever he has for me. That's what I'm learning to say. But I also have some goals. Like, I'm going for gold. Everything I touch prospers and turns to gold. That's why I got my nails gold, because I'm like, everything I touch, I have the Midas touch. Everything I touch prospers and turns to gold. I may do gold all year, who knows. I've been trying to do short. We're gonna see how that goes too, y'all. I hope y'all like my new piece, but we're gonna see. I don't know, this thing, I don't know. We're gonna leave it alone for I really just do something. And you're like, what the world? But I don't know what I just said, but we gonna be okay. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, so speaking life over yourself. Everything I touch prospers and turns to gold. I have the Midas touch. You know, God said he would do exceedingly abundantly above all I can even ask or think. So just getting some scriptures and speaking life over your life, not only your life, but over your family lives, over your friends, even your enemies. So yeah, it's gonna be an awesome year. This is a year Lord's blessing me and all the 80s babies. We supposed to turn 40. If you was born in 84, if you ain't turned 40 yet, you're turning 40. You know, and we definitely, like they say, oh Lordy, whoever's turning 40, I used to remember that as a kid, and now I'm almost 40 myself. I'm like, oh, good Lordy. I'll be 40. So yeah, so that's the concept around that. And just embracing, you know, life, embracing being able to continue to get older. You know, some people look at it as drag, but everybody can be young, but everybody can't grow old. I think Nene Leakes, I heard her say that everybody can be young, but everybody can't get older. So, you know, the good Lord continues to bless us to see each day and continue to grow older. That's a blessing. That's not nothing bad. That's a blessing to be able to continue to grow and get older and gain wisdom, you know, and appreciate life and embrace life. And that's why, like, even with no matter what happens, baby, I'm just like, it is what it is. God is good. I ain't got time. I ain't got no worries. Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries. Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. Like, boo-boo, who want to be sitting around down and out and sad and getting down and depressed? That's how depression sneaks in. When things coming at you, hitting you left and right and not working out as you thought, and you face things that you didn't ever imagine you would be faced with, or unexpectancies. And if you don't restore your mind and your mental health and your peace and your spiritual connectedness and whatever you do for spiritual reasons, baby, the enemy can try to creep in. He can try to creep in. That's that vulnerability time where people can sink, keep sinking if you're not aware. And so if you feel like you are in that type of place, please reach out to someone. Even drop a comment. I can only offer you words of encouragement. However, I would advise you, if you feel like, you know, you may be harm to yourself or anyone else in this season, please call 911 or your local doctor, family protection, am I saying that right? Family physician, but seek help. You are not alone. I think they even have BetterHelp on here that I see. And I ain't even sponsored by them now. I ain't sponsored, so maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I just want to be of, and this is so me saying reach out to them. I have no, ties with them or anything like that, and it's at your own risk, because I don't know what type of offering they have, but I've just seen the ads myself, and I just like, okay, there's some physicians, some medical ways you can get some help. Now you're at your own discretion and your own risk, but definitely call 911 if you feel like you may be of endangerment to yourself or others, and seek help. And it's not anything wrong with seeking help. That's something positive. That's something to be rewarded. That's something that's deserving applause, because when you realize that you need help, that's your first step. And instead of you sinking or letting the enemy just over consume and attack you, because that's how he gets in at your most vulnerable state, for you to realize that, or if you feel like you're sinking deep, that's commendable. So don't ever feel bad about getting the help that you need for your own mental health and your well-being, because each person has a different experience when they're faced with something. You can't say what you would do, and you can't judge no one else, and you can't judge yourself because you feel like you need help. It's better to get help than to not get help. I rest in peace to my loved ones that I wish I had known better, or wish it was a way that I could have reached out to them, but I didn't know, and then they maybe got to the point where they didn't reach out for the help. And so that's a sad situation, and that's why it's dear to my heart. And maybe call the suicide hotline awareness is something you can Google. I don't have the numbers. I maybe post them in the description box, but make sure you keep your mind. I'm telling you, life will come at anyone. As long as you're living, you're gonna face some things. And if you haven't faced some things, keep living. You're gonna be hit with something, and it's stuff that, can knock you off your rockers if you don't have this right. So make sure you continue to restore your mental health, your physical health. Your physical health helps along with your mental health. Not only that, what your nutrition, what are you eating, what are you putting in your body? That's why I just said I did the 10 days of raw veganism, more raw fruits and vegetables. Those things help your mind. When you're able to eat things that nourish your gut, which helps to detox the bad bacteria, and also incorporating fasting. Those things help your mood, your mind, your mental state, and things like that, to where it's better when you are faced with things, because you're not eating things to make you chemically unstable mentally, and really let the enemy be getting in, because your mood and what you're eating, they make you feel no better. And so it's easier to be under those attacks when your lifestyle is out of whack too. So just being mindful, maybe also fasting, and maybe incorporating a detox when you are facing under pressure, and not going to junk foods and things like that, but restoring yourself nutritionally and in prayer and things like that, or your faith, whatever your faith walk is, during those moments, so that you're able to turn to something more positive instead of turning to maybe things that will be more detrimental and really, put you more in that pit of depression, because foods play an imperative role as well. So I hope this video has been informative for you, and it gives you some type of way to start your restoration for 2024. I pray that I am linked with someone else, but guess what? Your girl's gonna be back. My goal is to drop them every week, or maybe more than that. Who knows? But I'm excited again and restoring this journey with the Pink Link podcast, and just sharing things from my heart. I was gonna do like a pointer. Maybe next time I will, so I won't seem like I'm all over the place. But maybe an outline of what I'm going to discuss if it's just me. But you about will see more videos of me, so that I can drop more episodes until maybe even if I'm going to do the gala this year. And if you want to support the gala, be a part of the gala. It's like the fashion show style still, but I'm calling it the Pink Gala, because I always wanted to go to the Met Gala. So I was like, the Pink Gala. So I'm praying that that works out for me. I'm not gonna over stress it, but I know I gotta hit the payment. I gotta get some sponsors on board and emails and things like that. So I'm actually looking forward to doing that. It's like another challenge, and I guess I love a good challenge to see how what can I do and how can I pull this off. And so I'm excited about it, you all. So I hope you want to be a part. If so, you can email info@thepinklinkpodcast.com, and you can hit me up on IG, Marquita Vion, or the Pink Link Podcast. And you can just reach out to me for more details and things like that, whatever way you want to be a part of that. And also, y'all know that you are great in the life you desire, you create. So get to creating today. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Pink Link Podcast. It's been a blessing here, and I hope this video helps someone out there, and you get something and gain something and able to restore 2024 on a new slate, and know that what's for you is for you, and it's timing, and in the right season, everything is gonna align. Bliss and blessings.